sister. All right. Okay, here we are, 45 minutes of Mat Pilates. We are going to start down on our mat today. Karen, is the music okay still with the volume of my voice?
There's no music.
Oh, there's no music. Okay, here, let me share. Let me share. Advanced. Here we go. Better? Testing, testing. Can you
Yes.
hear my
Yeah.
voice and the music okay? Okay, great. All right, so we're going to start down on our mat. So come on over, join me on your mat. We're going to start in tabletop position. I really like to start in tabletop position because it gets us really into our hips here and our lower back right away. So knees are going to be underneath the hips, wrists are underneath the shoulders, and we're going to do some cat and cow. So dropping the belly down towards the floor, and from the tailbone, guys, round up, pressing the lower abs in, trying to elongate the lower back here. Let's do a couple more. Drop the belly down, inhale, and then exhale, round, lengthening out the lower back, wrapping the pelvis forward. Inhale, drop the belly down. And exhale, blowing up the air like you're trying to fill up a balloon. And as you drop the belly down and then round back up into cat pose, this is going to be our C curve as well. Cow pose, drop the belly down, inhale. And then exhale, press into your C curve, your cat pose, really pressing through that lower back, wrapping the pelvis forward, engaging the lower abs as much as possible. Inhale, drop the belly down. And then exhale, filling up the balloon with air. Bringing the spine back to neutral. We're going to come down to a seated position, and we're going to do the same thing from a seated position this time. So bringing your hips to the center of your mat. Legs can be elongated anytime throughout class, anytime we're in a seated position. Feet can be stacked or legs can be elongated on your mat. We're going to do the same thing. So drop the belly down, cow, cat pose, round the pelvis forward. Try to lengthen out the lower back. Arms are going to be extended. Inhale, and then exhale. Round, cat pose, C curve, inhale. Draw the belly forward, drop it down towards the floor, and then exhale, round. Filling the balloon up with air, inhale. And exhale. Really curving here as much as possible, inhale. And exhale. Nice job. Coming back to a neutral seated position, so really sitting up nice and tall through the spine. We're going to flex the feet back. We're going to turn the feet open, point the feet, and then draw them up and back together. I'm going to turn just so you can see a little bit better. Flex the feet, draw them open to the side, point the feet, and then bring the feet back together. Flex the toes back up towards the shins. Open the toes like you're opening the feet like a book. Point the toes, wrap them back up together. Let's do a couple more. Flex the feet, sitting up nice and tall. Open the toes, point the toes, bring them back up together. One more time, flex the feet, open the feet like a book, point the toes, and then bring them back up together. Now we're going to reverse it. Open the feet like a book, flex the feet, bring them back up together. Point the toes, open the feet like a book, flex the toes, and then bring them back up together. A couple more. Point the toes down, wrap them open, flex the toes back, and raise them up. One more time. Point the toes, open the feet like a book, draw the toes back towards you, and draw the toes up. Nice job. You can shake out the legs here a little bit. We're going to C curve through the spine, and I want you to think about, you can plant the feet here, draw the toes together, zip up the legs so you can feel the inner thighs, and round back through the spine, reaching the arms forward. Exhale. Inhale, come back up to seated. Staying in that C curve here, not coming all the way up to a nice elongated seated position. Wrapping the hips back, finding your C curve, rounding down, and come back up. Inhale, rounding back. Exhale, come back up to seated. We're going to do two more. Inhale, rounding back. Exhale. Inhale, come back up to seated one more time. And exhale. Nice job, guys. We're going to roll all the way down now. We're going to roll all the way down, coming all the way down onto our mat. Bring the knees into the chest. Lower the head and neck down. Rock side to side for a second. Nice job. We're going to plant the feet down. We're going to extend the hands up toward the ceiling, and we're going to round up through the spine. Anytime we're doing this today, the hands can come behind the legs or you can reach the hands forward. We're going to draw the feet together again. Zip up the legs so the inner thighs are touching, squeezing together, and round back, round back. Reach the right hand up and then draw it forward. Reach the left arm up and then draw it forward. Reach both hands up and then draw them forward, coming back up to seated. We're going to do that 3 more times. Rounding down through the spine. Here we go. Rounding back, finding that C curve through the spine. Reach the right hand up. The right hand comes back down. Reach the left hand up. Left hand comes back down. Both hands reach. Coming back to center. Come back up to seated. This time, reach the hands up towards the ceiling. 2 more times, guys. Here we go. Round down through the spine. Reach the right hand up. Exhale. Inhale, reach the left hand. Exhale, bring it down. 1 more time. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, come back up to seated. 1 more time. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, round down through the spine. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale, coming back up to seated. Extend your legs long. Reach up and over for a nice stretch here. Nice job, guys. I'm just looking at my instructions, my lesson plan for today. Hang over for that stretch. Feel the stretch behind the legs. Nice job, guys. From here, plant the feet down. I have a lot I want to try to do today. Hands are going to walk down the backs of the legs. We're going to go into this thing called coordination. So draw the knees in. We're going to send the legs out on a diagonal, keeping that lower back planted. Open, close with the legs. Draw the knees back into the chest. Bring the arms up, and then everything's going to send out at the same time. Open, close. Draw the knees back in. Bring the arms in. Everything presses out and away. Raises that upper body a little bit more. Open, close. Draw the knees in. Draw the arms in. Press everything away. We have 2 more after this. Open, close. Draw the knees in. Bring the arms in. Press it away. Exhale. Inhale. Open, close. Exhale, draw the knees in, draw the arms in, press it away. 1 more time, open, close. Draw the knees in, draw the arms in, press it away. We're going to prepare for Pilates 100, but before we do that, lower the head and neck down. Look right and left, release the neck for a second. We're going to extend the legs out long. I want you to flex. Feet are going to be in parallel right now. Flex and point, flex and point, flex and point. 1 more time, flex and point. 1 more. We're going to open the feet like a book now. We're going to do the same thing. Flex the feet and point. Feet are open like a book. Heels together, toes apart. And point, flex and point. We're keeping that lower back on the mat. Flex and point. Give me 2 more. Flex and point. 1 more. Flex and point. From here, we're going to draw the knees in and then press the heels away and point the feet. Draw the knees in, flex the feet back towards you. Draw the knees out to the side. Press the heels away and point the feet. 3 more. Here we go. Inhale, draw the knees in, flex the feet, press them away, point the toes. Exhale. Inhale, draw the knees in. Exhale, flex and point. Inhale. And exhale, flex and point. 1 more time. Inhale, draw them in. Exhale, flex and point. Nice job. Bring the knees into the chest. Rock side to side. Massage that lower back on the floor. Extend the legs up towards the ceiling, keeping that lower back planted. Roll the ankles out and roll the ankles opposite direction. Nice job. We're going to prepare for the 100, so raising up the head and neck. If you want to, you can also support with a pillow. Hands are going to be down by your side, or you can move your head and neck down, or you can alternate. Pick what is right for you. The lower back stays planted on the mat. Knees can be bent, legs extended or open like a book. Here we go. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. Inhale. Exhale. We're going for 10 rounds. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. And then exhale like you're blowing air into that balloon. Inhale. Exhale. We're halfway there. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You got it, guys. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more, inhale, exhale, one more time, inhale, exhale. Nice job. Draw the knees in, lower the head and neck down, rock side to side, massage the lower back. You can lift left and right, releasing the neck. We're going to do the roll up. So the options are to plant the feet down and walk the hands up through the legs, or extend the legs fully. Hands are going to reach up into the back overhead. When you do that, keep the rib cage down. Don't let the lower back arch, and try to keep the hips raised, the pelvis raised up towards the ceiling. Abs are engaged. Reach the hands up towards the ceiling. With control, draw the chin to the chest, round up through the spine. Reach up and over. Flex the feet here. And as you roll down, we're going to roll down vertebrae by vertebrae, down through the spine, reaching the hands all the way back. Coming into our second roll up here, reach the hands forward, no momentum, all with control. Draw the chin to the chest, scoop out the abs and reach up and over. Flexing the feet, unless your feet are planted on the mat and you're using your hands to walk yourself up. As you're rolling down, reach the hands in opposition, reach up and to the back. Here we go, reach up and forward, reach up and over. Nice job, guys. We have 2 more. Rounding down through the spine, strong with control. Reaching the legs long as you roll up this time. As you roll up, I want you to think about reaching the legs so far long out in front of you that it's helping you raise up. One more time. Here we go. Rounding down through the spine. With control, reaching back overhead. Last one, last one. Reach up overhead. Reach up and over. Feel the stretch. Nice job. Hang out here just for a second. We're going to go into leg circles. So reach your hands forward out in front of you. Round down through the spine again. Nice job. Coming all the way down on our mat. Plant the feet down. We're going to go into leg circles. So extend one leg up towards the ceiling. Hands are going to be down by your side. We're going to cross down and up. Cross down and up. So the shape of this, as I demonstrated before in class, we're going to cross the leg toward the inside of the frame of the body. Imagine these are my hips here. My leg is fully extended. Cross down and up, cross down and up. And then to reverse it, it's down, cross and up, down, cross and up. We want to pretend, we want to actually move the leg in the hip socket where nothing else is moving. So if these were my hips and this was my femur reaching out, I want you guys to try to keep the hips as still as possible. The only thing that's going to move is that femur or thigh bone in your hip socket. The hips stay nice and still as we do this. Okay, I know it's a lot of information. Here we go. The left leg can stay planted on the mat for support. Hands down by your side. We're going to cross down and up. Here we go. Cross down and up. Cross down and up. Cross down and up. And the knee can stay bent here. We're engaging the abs, keeping that lower back, trying to plant it down on the mat as we do this. Let's reverse it. It's down, cross, and up. Down, cross, and up. We have 8 each way. Down, cross, and up. 4 more. Here's 4, 3, 2, and last one. Leave the leg up there. We're going to flex and point, flex and point, flex and point. Roll out the ankle for me. And we're going to bend the knee and send the leg long down on the mat, and then flex the foot, raising it back up. Point the toe. Bend the knee, send it long down on the mat. Flex the foot, raise it back up with strength and control. Bend the knee, point the foot, reach it long, and send it up. We're going to use the music here to raise it up. We're going to do 8 on each side, then we're going to reverse it. 4 more here. Reach it long. Flex the foot, raise it up. We're going to take it slow here. We're going to reverse it. Flex the foot down, point the toe, bend the knee, and then extend. Flex. Lengthen the leg down as the toe is flexing. Point the toe, bring the leg in, bend the knee, and then extend it long. Flex the foot, lower it down. Draw the knee in, point the toe, raise it up, flex the foot. Lower it with strength, lower it down. We're going to use the music here for 8. We're going to do 8 more in reverse. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Lower, draw it in, and extend. Using the abs here. Here's 3, and 2, On one. Last time, raise up the leg, extend the leg up for a hamstring stretch here. And we're gonna go into the other side. Roll the ankle out for me. Bring the knee into the chest, hug the knee in for a second. If you want, you can extend the bottom leg long, stretching out the lower back, the hip flexors, the opposite side. Nice job. Plant the feet down. Let's do the other side. Extend the left leg long. This time, right foot stays planted, hands down by your side. Cross down and up. Cross down and up so the hips are not moving. Let's go for 8 and 7, 6, and 5. Really trying to keep the hips still as much as possible, just allowing that hip bone, the thigh bone to move in the socket. Let's reverse it. It's down, cross, and up. Here's 7. Exhale. Inhale to raise. 2 more. Nice job. Leave the leg up there. We're going to bend the knee. We're going to send it out, flex the foot, and then raise it up. Bend the knee, point the foot, extend the leg long, flex the foot, and then raise it up. We got 2 more slows. Bend the knees, point the foot, reach it long, flex, raise it up 1 more time. And then we're going to pick up the tempo here. Raise it up. Let's go. Bend, reach, and lift. Bend, reach, and lift. Point and flex. Here's 4. On 3. On 2. And now we're going to reverse it. Lower it down. Draw it in, point the toe, and extend. Flex the foot. Lengthen it down. Draw the knee in, point the toe, extend it up. Lengthen it down. 2 more times. Draw the knee in, extend. Flex it down. And now we're going to pick up the tempo here, guys. Here we go. In 4, 3, 2, let's go. Lower and extend. Lower, extend. We only have 8 here. And now we're halfway done. Here's 4. On 3. This was really good for the leg. 2. Nice job. Last one. Nice job. Hold on to the calf, the ankle, the hamstring. Draw that leg towards you. Roll out the ankle here. Nice job. Bring the knee into the chest. Hug the knee in. Extend that bottom leg long. Stretching out the hip flexor. Opening up that lower back on the other side. We're going to come up in a second here for rolling like a ball. So plant your feet down. Hands are going to come behind the legs, and without momentum, walking yourself up to a seated position. Draw your hips towards your heels here. We're going to go into rolling like a ball. Hands are going to come to the outside of the shins or right along the ankles, and we're going to come back to a seated position. My hands are pressing into my ankles are pressing right back. We're going to roll back to the shoulder line, not very far. I want you guys to find your C curve here. You can hold your balance, or if you want to, you can roll with me. Rolling down and then rolling up to find your balance, or at least we try. Here we go. Roll back and roll up. 3 more, roll back and up. Try not to let the legs move. That is the work. 2. 1 more, rolling back. Then coming up, finding your balance, holding here for 4. And 3. We're going to come down with control. So taking your hands around one of the knees, we're going to go into the series of 5 right away for the single leg stretch. Coming down to the bra line. If you want to, you can drop the head and neck down. We're pulling and switch. Pull, and switch. I want you to think about pressing the knee up toward the ceiling, and that's going to allow the upper body to press up or raise up a little bit more. Pull, and switch. So there's a lot of work going on right here with the hands and the shins and the biceps and the chest and the abs, because we're working the powerhouse. Here's 3 and 2 and 1. Come down for 1 second. I'm just going to move over just a little bit. We're going to go for the double leg stretch. Draw the knees into the chest. Reach the arms and legs long. Swoop the hands around. Pull the knees in. You have the option to lower or raise up the head and neck here. Pull it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swoop it around and pull. Inhale. Exhale, swoop around and pull. Inhale, keeping that lower back planted on the mat as we do this. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull. Give me 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. The last one, we're going to hold it out there for 4, 3, 2, swoop the arms around, hug the knees in, drop the head and neck, look left and right. Extend the right leg up toward the ceiling, left leg reaches out, hands come behind the calf, the ankle, the quad, avoid the knee. We're gonna pull, and switch, pull, and switch, keeping the legs on the inside of the frame of the body. Raise up the head and neck if you want to. Switch, pull, and switch. And I want you to think about pressing the ankle toward the ceiling and pulling the ankle in towards at the same time, which is going to allow the upper body to raise up a little bit more. Here we go for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. We're going to pick up the tempo for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Yes, you can. 2, and 1. Draw the knees in, lower the head and neck down, rock side to side. Hands are going to come either behind the head for support, or they can come under the hips and the lower back. Knees can be bent, extended. We're going for the double straight leg stretch. We lower down for 2 and then raise it up for 2. Keeping that lower back planted and scooping out the abs as we raise the legs up. And I also want you to think about reaching the legs so far long or so far up toward the ceiling, they're helping you raise the legs back up. Here's 4. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Last one. And exhale. Nice job. Bring the hands behind the head if they aren't already. We're going to go for the crisscross or bicycles. We're going to switch and switch. Switch and switch and switch. Let's pick up the tempo for 8. Here we go. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Nice job. Lower the head and neck down. Hands are going to come to the knees. Roll the knees in one direction, massaging that lower back on the floor. When you're ready, rock to the other side. We're going to go into some hip bridges. Working the back side of the body, so plant the feet down. From here, guys, we're gonna roll up through the spine. So just like a string of pearls, we're gonna roll up from the tailbone all the way up to the shoulder line. Hold it here, and then round down, starting at the shoulder line like a string of pearls all the way down onto the mat. Tilt your pelvis forward, and then tilt it back, round up through the spine, pressing up. And here we go, round it down. Nice and slow. The heels should be closer to the hips. Here we go, round it up. And round down. One more time, round it up. We're gonna hold it up here, and we're gonna pulse it up for 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep the pelvis rotated up toward the ceiling as much as possible, squeezing the lower glutes. 3, 2, last one, round down through the spine. We're gonna draw the feet closer together here. We're gonna round up through the spine. We're gonna extend one leg, holding the knees together. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, bend the knee, extend the opposite. Legs are together. The leg is raising up knee height. 3, 2, lower it down, other side. Here we go, extend. Flex and point, flex and point. Flex. Let's do it one more time. Other side, lower the leg down and extend. Here we go. Flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, flex and point. Nice job. Lower the knee down, lower the foot down, lower the hips, articulating all the way through the spine. One more time. Raise the hips all the way up, articulating through the spine as we come up. Press up onto the tiptoes, and we're gonna pulse. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Keep rotating that pelvis up. 3, 2, 1. Articulating from the shoulder line all the way down through the spine. Nice job. You can bring the knees in towards the chest, stretch it out just a little bit. We're going to plant the feet down on the floor. We're going to cross one leg over the other, coming into a pigeon stretch. Reach your hands through and draw that shape back towards you. You don't have to rock side to side here. I just like to just adding a little rock here. And we're gonna rock over to the side for a twist. So I want you to drop the sole of the right foot or whatever leg is crossed down towards the side. We're gonna do both sides. So coming up or twist here, I want you to look away from your twist, looking over the opposite shoulder. Nice job. We're gonna stack the knees. We're gonna stack the knees and the hands are gonna come up by our head. You can clasp the hands here, supporting the lower head and neck. And we're gonna raise it up for an oblique crunch for 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3. And now I want you to extend the bottom arm and we're gonna raise up the arms and feet together. We're gonna prep for a side teaser, raise it up and lower it down. Let's do 4 more. Here's 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. The next time we raise up, we're gonna come all the way up into our side teaser. So we're rotating on our hip underneath us. Raise up, extend the legs, reach the arm, and then come all the way back down. 4 more, here we go. Here's 4, reach it up, and come down. And 3, raise it up. Nice job. And 2, and 1 more, yes you can, and raise it up. And we're gonna rock, bring your hands behind you, coming to a teaser position. Bend the feet down in front of you, hands come behind you, move all the way back down, bring the knees into the chest. Nice job, rock side to side. Let's do the other side. I'm gonna turn around, you guys stay right where you are. We're gonna do pigeon pose on the other side. So whatever side you didn't do, my left leg is gonna be crossed this time. Thread the hands through, draw the shape back towards you. You can rock side to side here if you want to, it's not necessary. I just enjoy it. From here, we're gonna drop the sole of our foot down on the floor, taking our twist. Hands can come up overhead, out to a T position. We're gonna gaze over the opposite shoulder. Letting the spine unwind before we work that powerhouse in just a second. Take the top leg, place it on top. We're gonna come for our oblique crunches, raise it up and then lower. Up and lower, here's 8. And 7, keeping those elbows nice and wide. Keeping the legs stacked as much as possible. 4, and 3, and 2. The bottom arm is gonna come out on the floor. We're gonna raise it up and then lower it down. Take your time. Here's 4, and lower it down with control. Let's prep for a side teaser. Exhale. We need 2 more here. 1 more, raise it up. And now right into our side teaser. We're gonna turn on the hips, raise it up, and then lower it back down. Raise it up, yes you can, and lower. Raise it up, and lower. Raise it up, and lower. 1 more time, raise it up. And we're gonna bring our hands behind us on the floor, coming into our full teaser. We're gonna bring bend the knees, hands are gonna come behind the legs. And now we are going to walk ourselves down onto the floor, coming all the way back down. Nice job. Bring the knees into the chest, rock side to side. Nice job, guys. We are going to come up into a wide leg forward fold. Before we do our toss, we can stretch out the inner thighs. We are going to roll up with control. So hands are going to be behind us and we're going to roll up with control. Where I want you guys to bend the feet underneath you, come into tabletop position. And I want you to meet me. You can press up into downward dog first, but I want you to meet me on your mat. So the feet are going to the front and back of your mat. And then when you get there, allow the upper body to drop all the way down. I like coming up to a standing pose here. Meet me here. Allow the head and neck to drop down. I'm going to talk to you guys in a little bit. I like coming up to a wide angle forward fold in a standing position because you can get way more mobility and flexibility using gravity here rather than in a seated position. I want you guys to place your hands down on the mat and inhale, extend up through the spine, and then exhale, fold. We're gonna do this 2 more times. Hands find your mat, inhale, extend up through the spine, exhale, fold. 1 more time, Hands place down, extend up, and then forward fold. From here, hands are going to plant down on your mat. I want you to keep your hips level and square. There's a tendency for the hips to rock to the side. Reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. Right hand comes back down. Left hand is going to reach up. Keep your hips nice and square. Don't let them wrench over to the side. Left hand comes back down. From here, I want you to turn your toes out. Your toes are facing the corners of your mat. And we're going to come down into Dandasana in yoga. Stretching out that inner thigh, opening up the hip. Big push to the other side, using your hands, push up and over to the other side. Nice job. In Pilates, you might notice as you practice, your hips and your inner thighs are going to get really tight because of the exercises that we're doing. So it's really important to do things like this to open up these places and unblock stiffness. Okay, guys, we're going to come down for the saw. So I want you to either push yourself up and then come down to a seated position on your mat. The legs are going to be extended out to the corners. Feet can be planted too if you need to, but if not, legs are going to be extended. Feet are going to be flexed. Reach your hands up to the side. Twist through the spine, and with your hips, there's a tendency to raise one hip up off the mat, but I want you to feel like if your hips were on a scale, both sides would be even. So no lifting. Really keep those hips even. Reach up and over, pulse, pulse. Come back up to seated. Twist to the other side. Reach forward, pulse, pulse. Come on up and twist. Pulse, pulse. Round up and over like you're diving over one of those big boats or balls at the gym. Pulse, pulse. Pinky finger to pinky toe. Pulse, pulse. One more each way. Pulse, pulse. Round up and twist, pulse and pulse, come up. Nice job. We're going to go into the open leg rocker where you can either practice your balances or you can do the actual rollbacks. Shifting your hips closer to your feet. Wrap your hands around to the front and back side of your ankles. Rock yourself back, coming, finding your seat curve first, and we're going to extend the right leg up and then lower it back down with control. Extend the left leg. Lower it back down with control. One more time each side. Using control here, finding your seat curve. And bring it back down. Nice job. And extend and lower it back down. Now challenge for both. Extending the legs up and then drawing the knees, legs back down with control. Here we go. Try it again. Raise them up. Hold it for 4 and 3 and 2. With control. Now if you guys want to, you can do full expression where you're rolling all the way back to the front line and coming back up for a balance or trying, or you can take your hands behind your knees and roll back and then roll up, finding your balance, as I did neither. But we're here and we practice. That's what we're doing. We do this together. We're going to do four rolls no matter where you are. I'm going to go for full expression today. You guys pick when you are ready. Here we go. Roll it back. Roll back and roll up, finding your balance. Roll back and up. My sports bra was a bad pick for today. Roll back and roll up, finding your balance. Nice job. Bring your legs together, coming into a teaser. Nice job. And we're going to walk our hands all the way down, and we're going to do the roll over. If this is intimidating for you, or you've never rolled back overhead before, you can practice drawing your knees into your chest, pressing your hands into the floor, activating the backs of your arms as you do that. Just really getting into your lower abs. If you want to try the rollover with me, what we're going to do is we're going to extend our legs up. We're going to open our legs and draw them forward. Okay, feet are going to come together, and we're going to roll back overhead, bringing the feet parallel to the floor. When we are doing this, I want you guys to, if you've never seen it before, watch me for the demonstration. We're not back over our neck. I'm really back on my shoulders. My legs are parallel to the floor. We're going to open our feet, flex our feet, and then roll down through the spine, using our hands on the floor and rounding down. Legs are open. They're going to come closed. We're going to round back overhead. You can use your hands for assistance to draw you back. Open the legs, flex the feet, and then articulate down through the spine. We're going to do 2 more. Follow me now if you're with me. Draw the legs out, draw the feet together, and big push back overhead. Hands can be under your hips for support. Open your feet hip width apart, flex your feet. Round down through the spine. Bring the feet together. Here we go. Big push back overhead. Open the feet, flex the feet, round down through the spine. Now we're going to reverse it. We're gonna open the feet here, big push back overhead. Draw the feet together, flex the feet, and round down through the spine. So just the opposite of what we are doing with the legs, but if you want to change it, open the legs, big push back overhead, draw the feet together, flex the feet, round down through the spine. Open the legs, here we go, 2 more, round back. Legs come together, flex the feet, round down through the spine with control. Lots of upper body work too. Here we go, round back overhead. Draw the feet together, flex the feet. One more time, round down through the spine, guys. Good job. We did it. Bring the knees into the chest. Nice job. We're gonna try the jackknife right after this. But first, we're gonna plant the feet down and we're gonna do the spine stretch forward. Walk yourself up, extend your legs long out in front of you. Or plant your feet down. Arms are going to be extended, and I want you guys to think about rounding, C-curving through the spine and reaching up and over. So I don't want you to think about pinching forward at the hips. I want you to think about keeping the hips maybe even a little bit behind you, behind neutral, and then rounding through the spine here, really creating a nice C-curve. Sitting up nice and tall, here we go. Inhale. Exhale, reach up and over, feeling the stretch, opening up the lower back, C-curving from the crown of the head down to the tailbone. Inhale, coming back up to seated. Sitting up nice and tall, 3 more, here we go. Inhale, reach up and over. It's such a small movement. Inhale, come back up to seated. Inhale, we dive forward over that big Bosu ball, really trying to reach forward. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, one more time, reach up and over. Drive the hands all the way down and through this time. Really do hinge forward for a stretch. We're gonna go into the jackknife. So if you've never done this one, watch me for the first demonstration. Hands are gonna come behind the feet. We're gonna walk ourselves down with control. Draw your knees into your chest, extend your legs up towards the ceiling. We're gonna extend the legs forward a little bit, trying to keep that back on the mat. We're gonna bring our feet back overhead. We're gonna extend our legs up towards the ceiling, piking your feet. Hands could be here for support. As your legs pike up, I don't want you to think about using the upper back. I want you to use the glutes as you do it. Hands are gonna come down, and keeping the legs away from the torso, we're gonna articulate down through the spine. We're gonna do 3 all together, but the goal is to keep those legs away from the torso as you do it. And I really want you, as you pike the legs up, to use your glutes and now your upper back. So try to stay out of the upper back as much as possible. All right, guys, let me just check the time really quick. I'm really moving along without checking. Oh, 5 more minutes. Okay, here we go. 3 jackknives. Okay, here we go. Come down onto your back if you're not already there. Reach the legs forward and then reach up overhead, bringing the feet parallel. Squeeze the glutes, raise the legs up towards the ceiling. Hike your legs. Hands can come down on the floor, or you can stay on your hips, drawing your legs away from the torso as you roll down through the spine. Reach your legs forward. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, reach up and over back. Hands to your sides. Pike the legs up. Yes, you can. Lower the legs slightly. Round down, articulate down through the spine. One more time. Here we go. Legs back overhead. Pike the legs up. Yes, you can. Allow the legs to come down slightly. Articulate down through the spine. Draw the knees into the chest, rock side to side. Hands come to the tops of the knees. Draw circles in one direction. Nice job. We are going to come to the California row, working the upper body a little bit. And I can't believe it. We started a little bit late today, so I might go a little bit past. Plant your feet down, using your powerhouse, walk yourself up. Nice job. So this California row is done on the reformer. Clasp your hands together. Press your hands forward. This is the action we're going to do. We're going to round down through the spine first. Press and draw in. Press. 2 more. Press. And press. Holding onto that C-curve. Bicep curls for 4. 3. 2. And then we have a V press with the arms, where we're going to reach out and then draw the elbows together. 3. 2. Keeping a hold onto that C-curve. We're going to drop our knees to the right and our torso is going to reach to the left. We're going to press and draw it in. Press. 2 more. Press so the knees are reaching over to the right. Torso is to the front. Bicep curl for 4, 3, 2, T, reach. Reach it out and draw the elbows together. 3 and 2. Don't lose that C curve in your spine. Last one. Rock the knees to the other side. Torso comes to the other side. So knees drop to the left. My chest is reaching over to the right. Clasp your hands. Here we go. Push. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Bicep curls for 4. Yes, you can. 3. This is our last set. 2 and V reaches. Reach it out. Elbows come together for 3 and 2 and 1. Nice job. Bring your spine back to center. Legs extend out in front. Reach up and over. Seated forward fold here. And we're going to go into the neck pull down with the roll up. So I'm going to demonstrate this one. Legs can be extended out or feet can be planted. Hands are going to come behind the head. We've done this one before. Extend yourself back like it's one piece of steel until you can't anymore. And then round down through the spine. Bring the knees into the chest. Roll up as one piece of steel. Extend the legs out. Here we go. We're going to do 4 all together. It's kind of fun. As you roll up though, we're going to use momentum, but I want you to think about keeping this area as one piece of steel as you roll up. So I'm rolling up with strength in my powerhouse. All right, guys, here we go. Here we go. We lean back. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Lean back. Round down through the spine. Bring the knees into the chest. Roll up. Nice job. Extend the legs out. Here we go. Lean back through the spine. Round down through the spine as much as you can. Bend the knees in. Roll up. Extend the legs out. 2 more. Here we go. Lean back. Articulate down through the spine. Bring the knees in. Rock up to seated. Nice job. 1 more. Lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back. Round down through the spine. Bring the knees in. Rock up to seated. Nice job. Reach up and over seated forward fold 1 more time. Nice. We're going to go into our side kick series. Coming back up to seated. We're going to line up the body with the back half of the mat. So line your body up with the back half of your mat. Your upper body can be here, down on your forearm, or fully extended. Legs are going to come out to the front corner. So our body's in a pike position. The bottom toe, the toes are tucked under. I'm going to come up to my forearm just to start. I want you guys to reach the leg long out of the hip socket, but also drop the hip down. And if I was laying all the way down on the floor, by reaching my top hip down, I'm creating space underneath my rib cage, and that's where I want to be. If you notice that your hips collapse in and your rib cage is fully down, we want to reach that leg long and create that space. So we can slide a piece of paper under there. Flex the top foot. The leg is parallel to the bottom. We're going to raise it up and then drop it down for 8 and 7, 6, 5. You can alternate between what is appropriate for your upper body. 3. Now we're going to kick the leg forward, kick, flex the foot, and then reach it to the back. And when I say reach it to the back, I mean it's probably going to come parallel with the rest of your body. Point it to the back, flex, kick it forward, and then point it back. Flex, I'm back. Flex, I'm back. Give you 1 more. Flex, point it to the back. From here, we're going to flex the foot behind and then point it to the front. Flex, point, flex, point, flex, point. And now we're going to reverse it. So flex and drop the toe down. Flex, that's what I mean. Drop the toe down, turn the leg in, flex, and drop the toe down. Flex and drop the toe down. Nice job. You should have felt that in the hip. We're going to bring the knees parallel to the front of the mat and do some clamshells. Open and close. Open and close. Woo. Give me 4 more here. Here's 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Nice job. Pulse it high for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We're going to grab onto the bottom of the top ankle and extend the bottom leg long and pulse it up for 10, 9, 8, 7. Really getting that inner thigh. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. We're going to come up to a seated position. Our hands are going to come behind us. We're gonna twist, so I want you guys to start just dropping the knees to the side. We're gonna take a twist with our spine. I want you to drop your knees all the way over to the right, and we're gonna pick up the left hand and we're gonna reach it all the way up into the back, facing over our back shoulder. Twisting all the way through the spine from the crown of the head down to the tailbone. Reach your left hand all the way up. Take it behind you, drop your knees over to the other side. Reach the right hand all the way up and over, and then gaze over towards the back of the room, away from your legs. One more time each side, reach up and over. This should feel really good for your spine. Reach up and over. Nice job. Left hand reaches up, right hand reaches up. One more time. Good job. All right, guys, let's line ourselves up with the back half of our mat to do the other side. So lining your body up with the back half of your mat, finding an appropriate arm position, and then bringing your feet to the front corner so you're in a pike position. My bottom toes are curled under. You can also bring your bottom leg here for some more support. Extend your top leg long, flex your foot, and we're gonna lift and lower. This other hand is just gonna be in front of our body for support, or if you want more of a challenge, you can bring it behind your head. Give me 4 more here. Here's 4. And 3, really reaching that leg long out of the hip socket, creating space underneath the rib cage. Flex it forward for 2. And then reach it to back, point and reach. Flex, flex, and reach. Try not to let the powerhouse move. Flex, flex, and reach. Flex, flex, and reach. Give me 4 more. Flex, flex, and reach. We're trying not to let this area move. Give me 1 more. Flex, flex, and reach. Now we're going to tap and tap. Toes come down, then heels come down. Toes and heels. Toes. So we're turning the hip in and out. Now we're going to reverse it. Heels and toes. Heels and toes. Heels and toes. It's like head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Here's 4. It works so good. 3, 2. We got the inner thigh. Grab onto the top of the right ankle. Extend your bottom leg long. We will do the clams. I know that comes next. Here we go. Flex the bottom foot. Pulse. 9, 8, 7, 6. I think I did the inner thigh and clams backwards, but that's okay. We're going to do it. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Nice job. Bring your feet together. Bring your shins parallel to the front of your mat. Open and close. Open and close. We only have 8. I might have mentioned this before in some of my other Pilates videos, but we only do a small number of exercises in Pilates because they are so effective if we are using strength control from our powerhouse too. Let's pulse it up here. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We're going to come up and do the mermaid. So raising yourself up. The knees are going to face forward. The ankles are kind of stacked. You can create more space between the knees if you need to for your lower back of your hips. My left leg is on top, so my left hand is going to wrap around my ankle. My right hand reaches up toward the ceiling. Reach up and over. You want to draw your ear close to your bicep here. Don't allow the head to fall away. Keep it connected, reaching up and over, feeling the stretch from the fingertips all the way down to the hips. Reach the arm all the way up and over, forearm coming down towards the mat. Feeling the stretch this time from the fingertips down towards the hip. With momentum here, send yourself back up. 1 more time each way. Reach up and over. If you want to, you can drop your head down towards the floor this time. The stretch is going to change a little bit, and you can also allow the hand to drop down. You're going to feel the stretch in your neck a little bit more. And reach up and over, coming all the way down. Nice job. Coming back up, hands are going to come behind us. We're going to pass through our teaser and bringing the legs to the other side. Right hand comes to the outside, the right wrist. Reach your left hand up just 2 times in each direction. Reach up and over. Reaching all the way up and down. With momentum, bring yourself back up. Left hand reaches up. Keep that ear close to your bicep. Hold it for 4 and 3 and 2. Reach up and over. Nice job. Holding for 3 and 2 and 1. Come on up. We're going to take our legs, place them onto the front. We're going to take 3 deep inhales and exhales to finish up. Inhaling the arms up. Exhale, hands come down. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale, hands down. 1 more time. Inhaling up. And exhale, hands down to heart center. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope to see you next week. Thank you.